I got this comment on a video carrying over the conversation of the bill that almost passed in the Senate that would have allowed for the genital inspection of teen female athletes, and that anti-trans laws are actually anti-women laws because it's all about policing the expression of gender. Now, I do not want you to harass this person. This comment leads to a really important conversation. It's so important that I have a 15-minute video on my Patreon for all members, both paid and free. I want everyone to see it because it's so important. And I do believe that this comment was made in good faith, and I'm going to point out the flaws with it, but it's a conversation we have to have. So the first thing is that as a female athlete, I want to tell you that women's sports have never been women's spaces. The positions of power historically, athletic doctors, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, the person who decides how much airtime a women's team get, have all been women. It has been a male-controlled space capitalizing off of female athleticism. The second thing is that there's no way to get around that this comment is transphobic. I don't think it was meant that way, but it is, because the implication is that trans women are not women. So we have to have the conversation of what defines a woman. If you talk to right-wing media or listen to fundamentalists, it's usually something about giving birth. But we know that that's not what defines a woman. We're more than our reproductive organs. We know women who can't give birth. They're not less women because they can't give birth. That would be like saying every woman who's past menopause is not a woman anymore. And if we buy into that, then we buy into the rhetoric that women are only valuable as long as they can procreate. But women create life in and outside of the womb. So we're more than that. What defines a woman? And I would argue that one of the greatest things is our shared experiences. We all remember being sexualized as a child or an early teen by a fully grown man. We know what it's like to get paid less for the same job and more credentials, to have to work 2 times as hard and still get passed over for the promotion, your doctor to dismiss your pain because women are hysterical, to have your opinion discredited because you're not a woman, body standards, you gotta be the perfect mom. We all know these experiences, and we know that the world is not built for us because we're treated like some niche part of the species instead of half of it. Now imagine being born a biological male, especially a white male, and the world is built for you and you face none of those disadvantages from gender. And deciding instead that you're going to risk your community, your church, your physical safety, go through a grueling transition process and permanently give up all of that advantage you were born with. Nobody likes volleyball enough to do that. Nobody wants to be in a woman's bathroom bad enough to do that. This is not cosplaying a woman, putting on a skirt, and then taking back your male advantage when you want it. This is giving it up. The only logical response to that is, in order to make such a sacrifice, you have to know in your core, I am a woman and I choose to live this way, even though I have to sacrifice my advantages for it. All of this plays into the fundamentalist belief that your purpose and your role is determined by your infant genitalia. And for women, that is to serve and procreate for men. Don't buy into it. Watch the whole video on Patreon.